I hope you have a good night's entertainment. We shall now proceed with the night. That's it. I will start that. I'd like to welcome you all here tonight, on this fabulous night. Great murder mystery prepared for you. Great night entertainment ready for you. Hope you have a good night, and thank you for coming. Good evening, gentlemen. On behalf of the Board of Management of Driftlock School, I would like to welcome you. My name is Mr. Paul Swallow. I am the Chair of Driftlock Board of Management. Also here from the Board of Management, we have Mrs. Mary Wren and Mrs. Tricia Finch, both who spearheaded our finance committee. You all know Mr. Probe, our principal, now retired, and having a work. Please sit in warm. Thank you. We also have two old members of staff. Now, I don't mean old as in age-wise, I mean old as they are with the school such a long time. We have Mrs. Lisa Sparrow and Mr. Richard Robin. We also have a new member of teaching staff, Miss Michelle Thrush. We are going to have a wonderful night here tonight, celebrating all the memories and achievements of Driftlock School. There will be some sadness. Sadness that we're closing the doors now of Driftlock School after 120 years of dedication to education. After many years of fundraising, the new school is finally finished. And opened its doors last September 1st. It was a long, hard journey, but in the end our dreams have come true, and we now can say we have one of the finest and most up-to-date community schools in the country. We're here tonight to celebrate, to have fun, meet old friends, make new ones. We will have plenty of spot prizes going out tonight. We will have fun table quiz tonight, and we will have a great band around us evening. So, with no further ado, I would like to invite Mr. Crowe up to say a few words.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For the last 25 years, I've been principal here at Triplock School, and I've had some happy times, some sad times, some regretful times. Great memories when I think of all the people that went through Triplock School and achieved something in life, and sad memories to think of all the others who, if they had just knuckled down, would have got on so much better and achieved something. And regretful memories to think that this school, Triplock School, should have been opened 10 years ago as originally planned. This we were led to believe was because of grant refusals, funding fiascos, and rumours of misappropriation of funds. However, that's all in the past. We're moving on. I shall content myself in writing my memoirs. Yes, I'm going to write a book. Times in Triplock School. And may I say, many of you will be featured in this book. Some of you will be delighted at what is written about you. Others, shocked and horrified, think that incidental information you thought were secret about you could now appear in print. What can I say? Well, I can now reveal that some years ago I installed hidden cameras in various locations throughout the school. And what those cameras picked up would put the decadent days of the Roman Empire to shame. I won't be naming any names. The community at large will recognise the characters and the villains when they read the book. Well, we must all do what we have to do in these hard times to supplement one's income. And I'm hoping that the proceeds from the book, along with a few other enterprises I have planned, will make up for the meagre pension I'm forced to live on. Throughout the evening, I'm hoping that many of you can help me, and I can draw from your stories and memories to make this book an accurate account of life in Triplock School. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you, Miss. And now we shall hear from our maths and geography teacher, Mr. Richard Robin. Mr. Robin. Thanks. Thanks, everyone. Thanks. Oh, hello, Manny. Hi. Thanks. I hope you're all enjoying it tonight. I would like to thank Mr. Crowe for all his advice and help during my time here in Triplock. I learned so much from Mr. Crowe. He was behind me, pushing me to get on top of things. Or otherwise, things might get on top of you, as he might say himself. I have applied for the position of principal, and I'm hoping that I will have all your support in getting it. I'm not a great speaker, but I can assure you that I can get the job done when it is put up to me. I can take the pressure, and yes, there will be a lot of pressure, but I won't be put down. I will not go down on the job. I will stand up for it, and on the whole, always be available 24/7 for every teacher and pupil that needs my advice and input. So, thank you. Oh, sorry. A toast of full teaching. To Mr. Crowe. Thanks. Sorry, and I thought to Mrs. Wren and Mrs. Finch, who did such great work on the fundraising committee. Ladies. Yes, sorry. And sorry, a little toast to Mr. Swallow and the best of luck on his new position as the chairman of the board. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Robin. And now we shall hear from our biology and French teacher, Mrs. Lisa Sparrow.
Good evening, everybody. I trust you're having a lovely evening. On behalf of the teachers of DRIP, thanks for all. The new school is theory, so let's give them a round of applause. Mrs. Finch and Mrs. Wren. Congratulations to Mr. Swallow on his appointment as Chair of the Board of Management. I'm sure you'll do an excellent job. I wish Mr. Crowe luck with his book. I hope he makes plenty of money out of it. It'll help pay for all the libel cases. And Mr. Crowe, these hidden cameras of yours, I hope you let us see all of the footage, especially when yourself and the caretaker Cecil Dove stayed back to clean the classrooms. I bet there was plenty of dust flying then, Mr. Crowe. Is that what you were referring to when you mentioned the most decadent days of the Roman Empire? What shall I do if this happens on the 19th? Well, Mr. Crowe, you are retiring at last, and I suppose we must pay our respects to you and all that you have taken the reins of Triplock. Oh, Mr. Sparrow, when you're casting the net for new principal, be sure and look my direction. I assure you, you won't be disappointed. Now, let's raise our glass in a toast to Mr. Crowe and to our new community school, to Driplock Community School. Thank you all. Have a lovely evening.
Thank you, Mrs. Sparrow. And we shall hear from one of our Board of Management. Oh, sorry, Mrs. Thrush. We'll get her up, okay? And now we shall have Mrs. Ring, one of our Board of Management. Mrs. Ring? Mrs. Ring?
Good evening, everyone. It's so nice to see you all here this evening. I'd just like to say how happy I am that our new school is now up and running. It was a long, hard-fought struggle. Raising money is never an easy task, sure it isn't. And I would like to assure Mr. Crowe that every cent raised went directly to the school, and every cent can be accounted for. The Board of Management worked extremely hard on this project, and I can assure you that we did not have a gay old time at the expense of the school. Mrs. Finch and I worked tirelessly to raise the large amount of money necessary to build the best and most up-to-date school. After all, voluntary committees can only do so much. Voluntary committees can only do so much. And after all, it is the teaching staff, the parents and the pupils who benefit from having the best and most up-to-date school. We, the fundraising committee, had nothing to gain except pride in a job well done. As my husband Billy always says, it's better to give than to receive. So thanks for your attention now, and I hope you all have a great night. Thank you.
Thank you, Ren. And now we shall hear from Mrs. Finch.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm so happy to see so many of you here tonight to celebrate our great achievement that is the new Driplock School. 10 years ago, Mrs. Wren, myself, and 6 other volunteers started a fundraising committee to build this school. Unfortunately, down through the years, the membership dwindled, and for the last 3 years, it was all left to Mrs. Wren and myself to complete the project. It was no easy task, as you can imagine, fundraising with just 2 on a committee, but we soldiered on, and now you can all see the fruits of our labour. Mr. Swallow has taken on the role of chairman of the board's management and intends to appoint a new board to run the school. Of course, it will be easy to get volunteers now that all the hard work is done. Nonetheless, I wish him and Mr. Crowe, who is retiring as principal, the best of luck. I believe you are looking for a name for the new school. Perhaps you might consider calling it the Finch Wren School, seeing it was mainly our hard work and dedication that made it possible. Thank you all again, and have a great night.
Thank you, Mrs. Finch. You know what? Great idea now. I think we should get our pupils present, our friends here tonight, to come up with a suggestion for the new name of the school. We shall hand out leaflets with a suggestion on them. You come up with a name, you come up with a suggestion and your name, and we will collect them during the night. Thank you very much. Members, could you hand out the form to us, Mr. Crowe?